Hey Borg, I'm back. Late, and I missed a week, but I'm back. Yeah, so when Rose did her vlog, she was all like, ooh, I don't know where Julie was this last week. Yeah, just life, no big whoop. Just stuff came up, and actually I thought about recording earlier, and actually maybe even on a different day, and then just posting it on Friday, and it just didn't happen. Sorry. And then last night, Halloween just kind of threw me off a little bit time-wise, and yeah. Anyway, enough apologizing and talking about it. Yeah, so, like, as far as punishment and stuff, actually, I think what I've been working on has been punishment enough. So I think I mentioned the last time I did a vlog that I had a friend who had kind of come into some yarn, but she didn't actually do any crafting herself, and asked me to take it and see if I could make some scarves for her that she will then give as Christmas gifts, I think. So I got the yarn, and I've been working on those. And I can't remember. I may have had a couple of them done the last time I recorded. But I'm pleased to say they are all now finished. So I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, so first one was really punishment enough. Fun fur. Like bright bubblegum pink fun fur. Just garter stitch on big needles, like 11s, I think. So it goes fast and whatnot. It's just fun fur. And then, these yarns, it wasn't that none of them were really bad to work with. And they were all just really different, but they were all like random acrylic-y things. This one, I really like the pattern. I would definitely use this pattern again. It doesn't block out a whole lot in this yarn, but it's definitely spread out more than it was, but even then it's still got a lot more stretch in it. If it was wool, you would really be able to block it out. This yarn is a cotton. It's hard to see. It's cotton with like a nylon thread chain around it. So yeah, it's interesting. I'd be curious to see it knit up in stockinette to see how it lays out. There's a lot of it in this bag. There are 2 bags that I got. So yeah, the woman who had me making these, I think, had said if I wanted to keep all of the yarn, I was welcome to do that, because she's not going to use it. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so then that same yarn that I just showed you, I also have a bunch of that in a different colorway. This one, which is like blues and purples. There we go. So this is my so-called scarf pattern. My only problem with it was that when I bound off, the ends flared out funny. So I just put fringe. Normally I don't fringe scarves. I like how it looks, I just don't like doing fringe. But I put fringe on it, and we'll just call it a happy day, and it'll be fine, and nobody will be the wiser. And I think this is going to either a child or a young person, so they won't care as much. And then this is like sparkly. It's black, but it's sparkly. Yeah, that went pretty fast. And I think this one was actually on the smallest needles, and that was on a 8, I believe. And then finally, this is just a good old elongated stitch with garter stitch in between. I really like that pattern, the elongated with the garter, and you can change it up however you want, you know, however much garter you want in between. I think I did either 5 or 6 wraps on the elongated stitches for this. So yeah, you know, it's an acrylic and it's kind of funky, but I think it makes a pretty scarf. So we'll see. Anyway, in addition to that, I'm trying to go fast so I don't go over the 10-minute mark, so I have to split it into 2 parts. Also made more booties. Let's see, there we go. They're little Mary Janes. They're very cute. But these are done so you actually have to seam up the bottoms, which is no big deal. And I was able to do it so that it wasn't bulky inside. The original one that I made, I didn't do a very good job and it was very bulky in there. But these I did much better. Yeah, so those are done. And then I made, let's see, little baby sweater. Baby sweater. Very cute, fast and easy. Yeah, so that's done and ready to give that and the booties go to the same person. Tonight I am closing in on stripy baby pants. And this is actually going to get, let's see, folded over here and sewn down, and here's a little hole for the drawstring, and then I gotta seam up the legs still and, you know, weave all the ends in and all that good stuff. So these go with this, which I've shown before. Little apple sweater, stripy pants. Very cute. Yeah, so, oh, and I knit another pair of booties that are completed and already given away, and I have a picture of it, but my camera's batteries died, so I haven't been able to post that yet. So I think that is what I've been working on these past 2 weeks. I have been very busy with the crafting, only knitting, but you know. And then today, I'll try to do this quickly, I had to go to Joann's to get buttons for this little baby cardigan I just showed you. And I just wanted to walk through the yarn section because I haven't looked at, you know, what's in your typical craft hobby store as far as yarns go, because, you know, pretty much I don't knit with acrylic anymore unless it's for somebody that can't wear wool. But, you know, new stuff's coming out all the time, and there are some really nice things out there right now. A lot of the major brands are coming out with variations that have bamboo and some soy stuff. Yeah, so there are some pretty nice things, and, you know, since being in those major national chain stores like Joann's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby, you know, they're much more affordable. You know, I think you do have to weigh your options because your yardages may be somewhat less. So, I don't know. It may all come out in the wash. But I saw this yarn. It was $5.99, I think, and I picked it up. This is Debbie Mum for Joann Fabric and Crafts, and the yarn is called Traditions. What does that look like to you, knitters, crafters? Looks like Noro. It's not. It is actually 75% acrylic, 23% wool, and 2% other. Much softer than Noro. Same look, without the little bits of nature in it. Now, I will say, I love Noro. I know a lot of people don't like it, don't like knitting with it. I've read the reviews of this yarn on Ravelry. They are not very good, so I'm just curious to see how it knits up. So, anyway, that's where I've been. See you next time.